Welcome back to Excel, a mental evolution podcast. And I'm your host, Dr. Seth Rose. And this is episode 25, where we are diving into Brad Stulberg's 8 Principles of Excellence. He has many, but these are his 8. And today we're focusing on the process, not the results, not the outcome. You've probably heard trust the process many times and not focusing on the outcome. But why do we do that? It's important to kind of just tease that out so that way we can kind of wrap our heads around this buzzword. But really what it comes down to is how outcome goals, although important, are typically influenced by factors beyond your control. And when we focus too much on those outcomes or the end result, it can often lead to a lot of rushed decisions. It can lead to kind of anxious thinking or pressure, enhanced stress. There's a lot of unproductive thoughts, emotions, and bodily responses that can happen when we focus too much on the outcome. Like, it's the last quarter of a basketball game and you guys are down 5 points. It could be really easy to focus in on what if we lose? We're down, we might lose, but really focusing on the things that you actually have control over, concentrating on those things that you have on the process, the things that you have control over oftentimes will lead to better results and lead to more enjoyment and fun at the end of the day too. Because we know that excellence is a byproduct of consistent quality, effort, energy, and attitude. And the effort, energy, and attitude that you have are those things that are within your control. And when you focus on those things, there's a lot of other things that you can focus on in the process as well. But when you focus on those things, rather than the outcome or the end result, it helps maintain that persistence. It helps maintain that motivation that you have. It keeps you motivated to continue on to the end result. And oftentimes the outcomes, because they're beyond your control, you focus on the things that you do have control over, the process, and hopefully the outcome will take care of itself. So for example, picking a goal that you think striving for will be fulfilling. Maybe it's outlining steps to move toward a particular type of goal. So we're not saying don't set outcome goals or don't set those end result goals, the big picture goals. It's so that way we can largely forget about that goal and focus on the steps instead. And like I said, this will help improve your chances of success. It'll help your emotional and physical well-being, especially in times when things get rough or frustrated or if you're fatigued or bored. It'll also keep you very present in that present moment. And so when we're setting process goals, instead of just setting the outcome goals, such as like, I want to win this race, set those process goals, such as today I'm going to hit my training that I'm supposed to do. I'm going to fuel and hydrate during the day to make sure that I can recover appropriately after this training session. Or today during my interval training, I'm going to be focusing on technique. And you can even boil it down to, I'm going to be focusing on this particular type of technique. Whether that's, if you're in the pool and you're focusing on high elbow catch, or if you're trying to lengthen your stretch, or if you're maybe just wanting to work on flip turns all day. Those are those process goals that will keep you focused in the moment. And then reflecting regularly. So spending time to review what parts of the process were working and which ones aren't. And then making those adjustments as necessary without being overly critical. Okay, that is today's episode. Focusing on the process and not the outcome.